What's up, guys? The Arroyo Artisan Cutlery Precision Products box upside down. Okay, so this is the Arroyo, or as my buddy Justin at White Mountain calls it, the 1845. The 1845. He's a numbers guy. I looked it up later after I got this one in my cart, and I go, oh, it's called the Arroyo. Okay, we're good with that. That's got a name. Now you can get these knives in a micarta, the luxurious micarta, or G10, right? Or now they're coming out with crazy stuff. It's called acrylic, which it's been around forever, and they do a lot of other knives with acrylic scales, and this is driving me crazy. This should not be that good. But different colors. So catch this. Okay, so this is like a blue swirly thing. Are you in the ocean? Yes, you are. You're in the deep sea, my brother. And this is the 1845 DSA, Deep Sea Anomaly, whatever. Okay, so, and this is, what does it look like? Ever do your own oil changes and it lands in a puddle of water and you got all these different colors because it's an oil slick? Oh man, who's been smoking the good stuff? So they named this oil slick, I kid you not, okay, OS, but it's the oil slick. And it's a little transparent for one of my buddies that I was showing him this knife, and he goes, yeah, but you can see through it. Oh, well, okay. Transparent. Hey, there's some people really dig those transparent clear scales. So if you like clear scales, there you go. And then check this out, okay? This is just a blast. But I was listening to Hendrix the other day, Purple Haze. And, of course, it's Purple Haze. Yes, PHA. Purple Haze. I mean, you know what? You just can't make this up. And are we going to Mars? You know what they call Mars? The red planet, right? The red planet, and bingo, the RPA. So at least you can keep these straightened out if you buy a few. Look at me, what an idiot. It's like, what the hell? You got one of each? Yes, I did, damn it. Yes, I did. I didn't get one of each as far as I didn't get any of the G10. I only got one of the micarta. Hey, micarta's like 69 freaking rockin' dollars. Now, G10's 59, but if you want to go for the crazy, that's $45.99. So it's like 46 smackers, right? And then, White Mountain's got all this stuff. So what's 10% off of 46 bucks, right? $4.60. So what are you at? 42, 41 something, no tax-free shipping. So 41. Okay, is this worth 41 bucks? Because next, ching, it's got the AR as in artisan, okay? RPM 9. So just try and remember that. AR, artisan, dash, RPM, my RPM gauge, if you have one, 9, say, AR, RPM 9. Now, this is a powder metallurgy, okay, so, ooh, and it's a stainless, oh, so it's not just some old D2 rag dragged out of the barrel, right? So this is a stainless powder metallurgy, and, it's like a 9CR18 on steroids. So, hey, wonder if it'll cut something. Let's get a piece of paper. Okay, fast work of that one. Uh-oh. And next up, buddy, Deep Sea Junkie, Oil Slick. Yeah, Oil Slick is slick. Red Planet, don't ban it, right? So, we've got them all, and they're sharp. Oh, we didn't do the micarta. Come here. SOB. Now, this will be the one that's dull, right? The most expensive? No, it's not dull. It's good. Okay, so we got all kinds of crazy here. At first glance, I mean, there's so many new knives coming out all the time, blah, 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 and all this crap. So, you kind of skim through things. You don't know, am I really digging it? Purple haze, okay, it might be. But there's something about the Arroyo that did catch my attention, made me want to get this. Of course, the trailing point, that kind of Persian or, stylistic move on their side. Yeah, that's interesting. I find that to be interesting. And if you'll notice these, and it's easier to see on this, you've got a furrow down here, okay? So it's higher here and here, and there's that. Not as easy to see, but you can kind of see on these. And then there's traction up and down on these sides. So you do get traction there, and you get some jimping on top of the blade. But another thing about this is it's truly ambidextrous in terms of carry, and it's deep carry, and the screws are flat, and it's machined into the scale. So you get your maximum clearance through here. And how many times are you going to say and? But still, I'm trying to make a point here. Yes, it comes up, and then it doesn't just stick straight up, it levels out. But it goes in and out of the pocket really well. I should know. I've carried a couple of these several times. And so, yes, you have that. And they drop. They're pretty quick over the detamp ball. Boom. Just like that. We'll take one of these apart and just kind of take a look inside, see if it's ceramic bearings. I think they are, ceramic detamp balls, stuff like that. But see, there's jimping down here as well. So you got jimping, you got traction, a row of traction, this up here. It's not a big knife. It's not a big knife, but it's reasonably decent sized. Should be good for EDC, and it's light. It feels light. So let me do this, because so it's fairly slender and it's fairly light. Yeah, 3.3 ounces at 94 grams. Now let me throw the micarta one, because I'm assuming all the acrylics. Same deal. Okay. I was just wondering if there was that much difference, but there's not. Okay. But interesting. I mean, yes, this is more grippy overall, because this is that kind of real rough, rustic micarta, kind of like a burlap or canvas micarta. And so, yes, I mean, yeah, that's definitely more grippy than the acrylic. But, I mean, had they not done these ridges here, you would have issues, especially on probably the oil slick. But they all drop. I mean, they're centered. I'm not getting blade player lock rock out of any of them, and so that's good. And there's my lockup. So on this one, kind of light. Let me take a look. Let me see how light the lockup is. It's not real heavy, is it, on either one of these? Let's see if it's different on this one. A little heavier on this one, isn't it? That's 25 to 30%. These are bragging if they're 20. But yeah, and so lightweight, not that long overall length, okay? So, but it's not like a 3-inch, like a 3 and a 7. This is, right there at consideration length of 3.35 to 3.4 at like 86, 87 millimeters overall, 7.5 inches at 19, a little over 19 centimeters. Now, let me see if this is still going to treat me right. Hell no, of course not. I've got to zero it out. Okay, so let's, 2.64 millimeters at 0.105. And whoops, we get the gully in here, so we better go over the top. 0.47, just right at 12 millimeters. So the same thickness as a PM2. And where's my little paramilitary 2, kind of give you a size comparison. PM2, 8¼ inches overall. So no, yeah, these are definitely shorter than the PM2. Not a whole lot less blade length, though. Just shorter handle. Now, which begs the question, how's the ergos? Can you get all your fingers on there? Well, that depends on the size of your hand. My hands are like medium large, maybe large. And so, yes, they all fit on here, and it's really neutral here. So that's fine. Reverse grip is good. Disengaging the lock bar on this liner lock is real easy because you got this little pass through. So that's not a problem. The lock bar is not overly stiff. So good fidget factor and quick over the detent. So good fidget for that, right? And I don't know how they did. Let me see right here. Are they number 6ing it again? Yeah, they are. Okay, so yeah, I'd be another on my bitch and moan report right there is, I should call it my B&M report. But yeah, number 6s are just passe. Okay, they're more difficult, and you're gonna round off your number 6 bit on your driver easier than you would a number 8. So number 8's across here. Civivi's doing it. Even the most recent G10 models from Concept and this and that. So get with it. Get number 8's out here. I know Tucson is doing all number 8's. So get that there. Pocket clip, okay, that's okay if you stay with a number 6, but put number 8's on your body. Other than that, and you got a little breakaway here for sharpening. The flipper tab, it's not bad. It shouldn't be any bigger than that, that's for sure. It's big enough. And the design flows, goes right into this bolster here. Blade to handle length, it's plenty. Okay? So, I know a lot of guys are left-handed, and they just really get disgusted when they don't get any love. Well, they are here, okay? And so you can kick that. And, Artisan's pretty famous for really almost all their knives. I mean, not all of them, but most of their knives, they're giving you a left-hand option. A lot of times they put a little plate here, but in this case, no. But, like I said, $45 for this. And powder metallurgy. That's a big deal. The way those elements are distributed throughout the blade to make it consistent. So, and nice little satin grind. So, it's comfortable. It's an easy carry. It's lightweight. It's attractive. And you can get it in all kinds of crazy ass colors, man. I don't know if you're into that or not. But, I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? I think it is. Take a look at Red Planet. So that's not as transparent, or it doesn't look that way. See that? Now there's no backspacer on these, okay? But you can put your lanyard through this little tube here. See that? And there's your standoffs, okay? And the liners are not embedded. They show. See? But it makes it feel, more structural to me, because your liners are fairly substantial here. So yeah, kick it down. Some of these drop easier than others. You're gonna have a little variance. You probably need to check how tight that pivot screw is. Oh well, okay, no, this one's behaving now. So yeah, that's nice. Let me see the Deep Sea. Deep Sea is another one that you don't really see through, and it's a consistent color like Red Planet is. And yeah, not bad. I've really warmed up to these knives a lot since I got them in hand. Visually, just on paper, I wasn't that excited, but when I got them in hand, I thought, they're handy. I mean, when you actually start putting the pedal to the metal as far as carrying and using, and you look over your EDC rotation and you go, yeah, I don't need a brick tonight. I really don't want a brick. So I want something a little lighter, but I want something with style. you know, and this kind of fills that bill to a degree. I mean, you could always do your PM3 if you wanted, right? So, but it's a bigger knife than that. And the Spy 27 versus the AR RPM 9, I don't know. You know what? That would be a good one to have Outpost 76 or somebody do a cut test comparison between these two steels. Yeah, that would be interesting to see how they stack up since Spyderco's come out with that as a kind of user steel on their base stuff. So, but yeah, nice. Balance on this, I'm backing it up a little bit. Okay, that's where it is. Easy to find though. So what do you think? Oil slick, too transparent? And I'm thinking these are not going to be consistent, right? The patterns on this acrylic are going to change from knife to knife. So you may have one, you look at the back of this, and you've got most of the junk up here. Here it's clear, and you got most of the patterning and stuff like that back in here. So if you had a knife where there was patterning more thoroughly through it, then maybe that wouldn't be so bad. Or maybe you do like the see-through. I mean, you know, and if you do, then the oil slicks for you. Purple Haze, it's pretty crazy, and it's got some, you know, see-through here. But, I mean, I like that. Yeah, I'm a Hendrix fan anyhow. And Deep Sea, yeah, blue. LTK likes blue. This will work for you too. And Red Planet, okay, that's cool. It's almost a red clay, you know, caramel-ish kind of color. Interesting, yeah. So we like them. And I don't know which way to come at it, so let's see which one gives me the least amount of problems. And yeah, there's the screws, so okay. And back to the number 6, right? And come on. Okay, a little guide there with a thumb. Yeah, both them are out. Oh, and we lost our lanyard piece too. Okay. And whoa, Charlie. There's our acrylic. Okay. And there, and it's clean. It's pretty nice and clean. And, you know, they skeletonized the crap out of this for weight relieving. And then, get out of here, folks. Let me see what we got. Well, there's ceramics. Okay. And ceramic detemp ball, too. So, okay. That'll work. And there's your standoffs. There's your pocket clip. If you were interested in flipping that, you could flip it. Okay, nothing too complicated on this. We came through from the back, and the back is pretty much still, you know, put together. One thing to notice here, yes, you do have a D-shaped pivot on these, so thank goodness for that, and it's a one piece. So, and you can see the D shape here in the liner that it fits through, so there's only one way to go. And of course you don't need a steel washer because you got steel liners. Let's get my KPL out here. Come on. And kick a blade on here. Well, let's put this on first. Here's my stop. And let's see if this is significant enough to do right now as well as to put my little lanyard piece in there as well. Okay, we're going to roll this around and try and compress that lock bar down so that we can put our other set of bearings in here. And then we got a liner to jack on top of that. And okay, that should, yeah, that looks right. And then we got our little scale. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're good. put the pivot screw back in here. And there we go. Now, last dog in. Yeah, here we go. Of course. Try to make a break for it, huh, buddy? Sorry. Huh. Okay. And where are we? Are we squared up? We look pretty squared up. I'm going to see if... I got her a little tight. Just a little bit tight. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. That's all tight. Let's back it up and just kind of come in a little bit. We're still centered. Okay, that's much better. Okay, now let's check for blade play. Now there's no play. Yeah, and it's still centered. Okay, so yeah, there's adjustment room on that. And that's a nice drop. Okay, done playing around with this. The Deep Sea. So what's your vote, huh? You like the Deep Sea best? Purple Haze? And Red Planet? Oil Slick? Or the Luxury of Micarta? And you're paying for it, buddy. But, I mean, it has a different feel to it, so that may be something that you like at $69 minus 10% discount. So it's not crazy, especially for pretty nice user steel. It's been redone the way they've done it at Artisan. All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. The Arroyo, and be aware that White Mountain also has the feldspar now in like a maroon micarta. So check that out. I'm going to be checking it out as soon as I can get one in hand and talk to you about that. But CJRB, plus, of course, these are Artisan, all the same family. And we love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.